Hello everyone, welcome to the 5-Minute Discovery channel. Surely many people already know that Russia is the largest country in the world. With an area of over 17 million square kilometers, this number is even larger than the area of Uranus. Because of its massiveness, many people cannot help but wonder, if we want to travel all over Russia, how long will it take? The answer is definitely, it is very difficult to travel to every corner of such a large and harsh country. However, there is still a journey that many people dream of experiencing. That is the trip across Russia from east to west, or vice versa. From west to east, simply completing this route already takes a lot of time and effort. Not to mention exploring all the vast lands, with harsh challenges that only Russia has. This journey is not just a trip, but a great adventure, taking you through vast steppes, vast taiga forests and snow-capped mountains all year round. The first journey that many people dream of is the trip from the capital Moscow, located in the west of Russia, to one of the famous destinations in the Far East, the city of Vladivostok. This city is located on a peninsula, surrounded by the Sea of Japan, and is an important gateway between Russia and Asian countries. This distance is about 9.000 kilometers, and according to many people, to complete this journey comfortably, you need at least 11 days. During the journey, the speed of movement usually fluctuates from 90 to 110 km per hour, a fairly average number when traveling on the main roads of Russia. However, there are interesting stories that, if determined to break the record, some people were able to complete the journey of nearly 10.000 km in just 7 days. But to do this, it is not only about driving fast but also taking turns driving continuously. And few people can withstand that intensity for a whole week. Not to mention eating, resting, hygiene, all must be carefully calculated if you want to maintain your health. Therefore, if not for setting a record, a journey across Russia from east to west usually takes about 11 days, a period of time enough for you to feel the greatness of this country, and also understand that the vastness and harshness of Russia is a big challenge for anyone who wants to conquer it. Another journey that attracts many adventure enthusiasts is the trip from St. Petersburg, an ancient and charming city in the west of Russia, to Vladivostok, a large port city in the Far East. Although the distance is not too far compared to the journey from Moscow, it is still about 700 kilometers longer, stretching up to 9.700 kilometers. Interestingly, this journey will go through Moscow, meaning you will run around both routes, exploring famous destinations in the west, while approaching the wildlands of the east. The estimated travel time for this journey is about 12 days, a bit longer than the journey from Moscow and through Vladivostok. However, although this journey is very impressive, it is still not the king of adventures across Russia. To truly conquer the entire length of Russia, from the far west to the far east, you need to start from the Latvian border and end in Magadan, a port city on the Chukchi Sea, the gateway to the famous Kolyma region. This is one of the most extreme places and the administrative center of Magadan province. This journey is a staggering 10.619 kilometers long, and to complete it will take you at least 16 days. This trip is considered one of the most challenging, as you have to cross many harsh lands of Siberia, where the climate is extreme and the terrain is rugged. Not only that, you also have to overcome snowy mountain passes, go through wild areas with almost no human presence, and sometimes wide rivers that need to be crossed by boat. However, even when completing this journey, you still cannot say that you have traveled all the lands of Russia, because there are also remote lands that only true explorers can set foot on. These areas require specialized vehicles and survival skills in harsh natural environments. Perhaps, these lands only exist in the memories of those who have lived through them and overcome the challenges to get there. If you think the Latvian border is the westernmost point of Russia, you are wrong. Russia also owns an exclave in the heart of Europe, the Kaliningrad Oblast, which is located next to Lithuania and Poland. This shows that if you really want to conquer the entire length of Russia, from the easternmost to the westernmost point, by personal vehicle, it is almost impossible. This story is not like the journey from Lung Siu, Ha Giang, to Ca Mau Cape in Vietnam, although that is also a great challenge. And traveling across Russia, a vast and harsh country, is an unimaginable adventure. In the past, traveling from the east to the west of Russia or vice versa was almost impossible. However, today, the road system is increasingly improved, and connecting between regions has become much more convenient. However, there are still countless challenges waiting. The weather in Russia can change dramatically, from hot tropical regions with temperatures reaching 30 to 40 degrees Celsius, to cold regions with sub-zero temperatures and biting winds. Not to mention the wide rivers. rain and wind, and bumpy roads, making travel extremely difficult. Strangely enough, many people suggest that winter is the ideal time to conquer Russia. When everything freezes, the roads slow down, making things a little more convenient. However, the means of transport at this time need to withstand ice and snow. And overcoming frozen roads is not easy. However, there is a simple, easy and equally interesting way to experience the journey across Russia, by train. All you need to do is buy a ticket, get on the train, and let the Russians take care of the rest. The Trans-Siberian Railway, one of the wonders of the world's railways, will take you from Moscow to Vladivostok, where you can feel the greatness of Russia. The Trans-Siberian Railway, which began construction in 1891, was one of the largest projects in the history of Russian construction. Under the direction of Tsar Alexander III, the project was built by Russians themselves. Using Russian equipment, the railway not only transported passengers but also connected vast territories, from the harsh regions of Siberia to the bustling cities of Europe. After 13 years of construction, on July 21, 1904, the Trans-Siberian Railway was completed, about 10.00 kilometers long, with about 80 kilometers running through bridges over large rivers. The line was not only a great engineering achievement but also a lifeline connecting the whole of Russia. From Moscow to Vladivostok, although it is more than a century old, the railway still plays an important role, not only in transporting passengers but also in military and commercial strategies. During World War II, the Trans-Siberian Railway played an extremely important role. It became a vital route, helping the Soviet Union transport troops, supplies from the United States to the Allies. The route became the backbone of the Soviet Union in the early years of the war and continued to play an important strategic role until the end of the war. Today, the Trans-Siberian Railway remains one of the longest and most famous railways in the world. Not only a feat of engineering and strategy, it is also a symbol of borderless connectivity, allowing you to feel the immense length of Russia and the greatness of a country that spans 2 continents. Conquering Russia by train, a journey of at least 7 days, will be an unforgettable adventure, and this railway, with all its beauty and grandeur, will always be an indispensable part of the history and culture of this country. The Trans-Siberian Railway is not only a great project but also the lifeblood of the Russian economy, running through areas where 80% of the country's industrial potential is concentrated. It is capable of transporting up to 100 million tons of goods per year. That is why without this railway, Russia would have a very difficult time maintaining connections between remote regions and developing the economy. To this day, after more than a century of operation, this route still plays an important role, transporting nearly 1/3 of Russia's exports, while serving tens of thousands of tourists every year. In short, if you want to conquer the journey from East to West Russia by train, you only need 7 days to admire all the majestic beauty of this country. From vast steppes, icy rivers to vibrant cities, the Trans-Siberian Railway is the fastest and most convenient option for you to fully explore the vast Russia. However, if you choose to travel by personal vehicle, you will have to prepare yourself for a trip of at least 11 days. This is completely feasible for itineraries connecting major cities in the west and east. However, to truly conquer the far east and far west of Russia, with its harsh lands and extremely different natural conditions, for the average person, it is almost an impossible challenge to complete. Russia, larger and more majestic than Uranus, is the largest country on the planet. This is a country unlike any other, with conquests not for those who are impatient and love safety. Hopefully today's story has given you an interesting and deeper look at the vast Russia. Thank you for watching today's video on the 5-Minute Discovery channel. Before you go, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on the next interesting videos. Leave your comments. Have a great day and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.